The holiday hangover, how to move past it. What do I mean by that? Which is what I want to begin with. We are often, when we go on holiday, we have to come back to life, right? Which actually the target is to create a life that we don't need a vacation from. But we have trouble coming back into our routine. We have trouble coming back to our center. You may have had the kind of summer where you plan to do so many things and that went out the window. You may have been very productive, but there is still this coming back to the normal schedule. Or some people have this longing for, why can't life be like this all the time, right? Similarly, when you go to a retreat and you have this practice, this immersive experience, and you're like, I just want that to be life. No, you don't, and I'm going to address this specifically in this video, but also what are some of these tricks and tips to allow us to feel good, grounded, rooted, connected at all times? So let's dive right in. Okay, so as I start talking about already, the vacation hangover, the holiday hangover. A lot of my clients come back from summer and they're like, oh my God, yes, life is amazing, life is ecstatic. Why can't I maintain this way of being for the whole year, right? And then they say, well, reality kicks in. What if we create the kind of reality that we want? One that is not so separate from the vacation mode. This is one of the things that I tell people a lot, that when we integrate, we have the masculine doing, the sense of direction, purpose. And then we have the feminine receptivity, the flow, the alignment, attunement. They are not separate. In fact, if you want to be successful in your life, you better make sure that there's this union between the two, that they are supporting each other. So this ease of the feminine, I'm on holiday. I can just receive, I can allow a few weeks, right? And then this masculine, I gotta do and go and produce. No, we get to combine the two. So one of the things, I'm going to share with you several practices. First, my question is, and I would love for you to let me know below, do you have a centering practice? That can be meditation, that can be journaling, that can be maybe working out is when you really connect to your body. Those moments of just conscious connection, what does that look like for you? Let me know below. And with that, when we have these practices, we continue doing them whether we're on vacation or not. I made a video on this very topic, that even when we do things that we seemingly enjoy, we can also get off center because we come out of our routine, we come out of our structure. And seemingly we wouldn't understand, it's like, but I'm doing the thing that I love. Why am I so exhausted? Or why am I so depleted? Because that structure isn't there. It's like we're not meant to be in our feminine all the time, because whether you're a man or a woman, we have the two energies within us and they both need to be exercised. So number one is, what is that centering, grounding practice? Number two, what are those feelings, emotions that you felt? And I want to bring you into the body here. What are those feelings, emotions, sensations that you felt when you were on holiday? Or maybe just in the summertime, you're like, I feel at ease. What are those qualities? It could be presence, could be receptivity, allowing, ease. Writing those out. And I would strongly recommend for you to pause the video and actually do this right now, because a lot of people, you kind of take in information like, yes, that was great, next. Really take a moment, just write 5. What are those 5 qualities that you were really after? What creates that sense of ease, connection, centeredness for you? And now looking at those qualities, what can you bring into your daily life which will allow one or more of these qualities to come through? So for example, it may be, I was very present during my holiday. Or, I loved it because there was the ocean and I could just be around water. How can you do this in your life? Maybe there's a river or a lake somewhere nearby. Can you take some time to actually witness water? Maybe, a stream. Maybe you live in it's a very rainy day right now as I'm recording this, in a rainy part of the world. And it's like, I actually get to sit Not do, go, go, go. Not like, oh, rainy day, okay, I have to do stuff. But actually, I get to sit and witness. Your mind will go, well, that's not the same. For the inner critic, nothing is ever enough. The inner critic wants these big things, like, no, to feel relaxed, I have to go to Paris, or to Thailand, or to Hawaii. You do not. It's in the consistency of the small actions. So, the second step that I want to encourage you to do really here is writing down 3 practices which will allow you to tune into this feeling in your day-to-day. And maybe one practice that kind of kills several birds with one stone, it's like it's like, this one practice and I tune into 3 of these emotions or feelings. Do that one. And schedule it in. This is really the third one. Schedule it in. A lot of people, even going on holidays, they need some days to actually tune out of life. And then they need some days to tune back into life. What if you don't need to do that? What if that state can be part of your life? How can you incorporate it in? And on this note, actually, one of the resources that I have to support you in maintaining that connection and being consistent with this is the Powerful Self membership, integration and embodiment of that powerful self, where we have live coaching calls, we've got workshops, we've got, there's a whole library of subconscious recordings that are there basically doing the work for you literally while you sleep. There's just so many resources to support you in thriving. So if this is something that you want to go deeper with, that resonates with you, make sure to check out. There's going to be a link in the description below. So on this note, I would actually really love to hear what came out for you. Like, what are some, if you're open to sharing, some of the practices that you think like, okay, that's doable for me to, weave this emotion, this feeling into my everyday and just see what happens. Experiment with this. Again, especially if you're just starting with this, your inner critic will say, well, no, it's not enough. Just experiment, get curious, try and see what happens. I thank you for watching, and on this note, I'm wishing you a powerful day.